for organizing such a nice event. You people are doing it very greatly. You are bringing all the dignitaries from across the world, across the borders, putting this intellectual on one bench so that the young researchers should learn the fundamentals of research. It's a great task. I congratulate you upon this. Hello, am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, audible,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. So, can I proceed to the presentation?
Yes, sir. You can share your screen.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Yeah, can somebody respond?
Actually, sir, it's showing share screen. Sir, you can re-share again.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, is it now visible?
Yes, sir.
Madam, can you please convey me? Is it visible? Yeah. So as I was talking about the research and development and the Avenue Infest 2022, and I was justly listening Dr. Kube about the identification of the research gap, which is very typical topic, in research. But now we are going to have a presentation on very innovative technology, which is knocking the doors of very technical avenues. And in majority of the industries across India as well as in the world, it is getting consumed, which is called as blockchain technology. This is so very specific as far as the document security is concerned or cyber security is concerned. So we are going to see into it. Yeah, I hope my slides are floating. Yeah. So we are going to visit today the fundamentals of blockchain, where I'm going to tell you what actually blockchain is and how it will help to secure your information or provide information security at a large. Then on, we are going to have a discussion on blockchain mining mechanism. So it's a typical process of blockchain where the blocks are mined. The new blocks of information are mined to participate in already existing blocks, and henceforth they will find a chain. Okay, so this is a typical mechanism of blockchain mining, which I'm going to tell you. Finally, then we'll visit the applications of the same and what are the possible challenges which can be there for the blockchain mechanism. Guys, if you're a techno savvy guy or a science guy who's trying to flourish in cyber security or information security, this is going to be a very crucial session for you all. So let's try to learn what are blockchain fundamentals. Look, basically, blockchain is a distributed ledger. That means the blocks which are participating in the chain are distributed all across the world. So the mean to say is that it's a distributed network of blocks. Now here confidentiality is provided by using hash algorithm. So if you think so, there is some critical information associated to you, very secret information associated to you. And if you want to provide the confidentiality or secrecy to that information, then what is done in blockchain, we are going to provide hash algorithm. And then this hash algorithm is going to convert your secret information into the cryptic information. Now, what is cryptic information? Cryptic information is the information which is only understood by the sender or receiver. Fine. So it is between them only. No hacker or eavesdropper can read this information. Then once this critical information or cryptic information is ready, then this newly formed block or node can be recognized by already existing nodes. This is critical, right? So say like I want to write a letter to Eudoxia family. I think so the information is quite critical. So what I have done, I have provided hash algorithm to it. I applied hash algorithm to it, and now the information is secret. But this secret information, how that will be participating in the chain? so that every block start recognizing it. If every block start recognizing it, then only this new block will be the part of the existing chain. Now this new block will be added in already existing chain, and that's why the network is called as blockchain. So I'm going to tell you about its basic structure, that how it all it may be formed. I actually have made an animation over here, but then as it is the PPTs are not working, so might be this animation also will not function. So we'll bypass it. Here is the mechanism, the core mechanism of blockchain. I will explain it to you, that what actually blockchain is and how it will function. So over here, initially a transaction is planned. Say like any one of you want to put some money into your bank, and you think so that this transaction is of critical information. It is of very, very, severe information. So what you people will do is that you will encrypt this information. You will hide this information by using a hash algorithm, and you will form a new block of that information. So this new block of this information is your own block, your own information. Now, this can be extended to Bitcoins or the cryptocurrency. If you think so, you made up a critical information while making transaction with the Bitcoin market or with the Bitcoin platform. So what you can do is that of that transaction, you can have a critical information or secure information. You can form a new block of that and simply launch that block in already existing blockchain network. Now what happens, this newly formed block, which is carrying your information, will be given to every other block into the blockchain network. So nearly, even if in your figure I shown some 5 blocks are there, but practically there used to be 10,000, 50,000, 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, tens of lakhs of blocks. So every block will get your entry of the new block, mind you. So here, this new block which you have formed will be getting entered into the every system which is there onto the blockchain network. And finally, when this block is given to every node, this node start recognizing it. Look at the right tick. Over here, it is question mark. So over up to this level, these people don't know you. You justly arrived to them. But over here in this step, this block is given to every node, and every node start recognizing you. Every node start validating you. Every node start authenticating you, so that you can participate in the blockchain network. So now, as everybody has verified you, you are having some value. Okay. So you are having some value associated to you. And once you carry some value associated to you, you can be a member of existing blockchain network. So you are a new member of existing blockchain network, and hence this new blockchain is formed. And this new blockchain is updated by adding your own block. And in this way, all the transactions will get encountered. So every time when somebody want to participate into the blockchain network, a critical information block is made that is shared amongst all the blocks. All the blocks will validate it. Once it is validated, you will get an award, and then later on you will be added into the existing blockchain network. So this is how the basic paradigm of blockchain network used to work. Now, what are the various applications which are available of blockchain network? The first and foremost thing is smart or digital contracting. This is guys, nowadays is very, very hot domain. So if you want to have a digital contract or digital MOU, if you think so, the document is so very critical. Say like Indian government is purchasing 36 Rafale planes from France government, and if that particular MOU or if that particular contract has to be a digital contract or smart contract, you cannot afford to throw it on internet like anything, right? You need to provide critical security to such documents, and to establish that you have to have smart or digital contracts. Now, to establish these smart or digital contracts, you have to have something called blockchain with you. If blockchain is there with you, then you might be safe. Otherwise, you are at high risk on internet, because internet is an open system and which is not secure at all. The second application which might be there for blockchain may be the cryptocurrencies. Now, these cryptocurrencies are the virtual currencies. Now, the scope of these virtual currencies is all across the globe. Say like sitting in Mumbai or Delhi or Madras or Kolkata, you are spending some money and purchasing some Bitcoins, right? So these Bitcoins have their legitimacy all across the world. And when you're putting that money on internet, it is highly insecure. And if you really want to provide security to it, you have to have blockchain. So that's why blockchain comes into the act over here in cryptocurrency. Then in healthcare, yes, this field is tremendously getting evolved all across the world. Specifically after the COVID-19, healthcare systems are so very evolved, and especially their automation and the optimization which has takes place. Now, where blockchain enters into the healthcare, I will tell you. Let us suppose that some patient is suffering from a critical disease like maybe brain tumor, okay? And he is belonging to India, and the doctors or the medical healthcare in India maybe suggesting them to move to USA for making an operation of the same. Then this information, which is so very personalized to a person, which is so very critical to a person, which is so very important to a person, will be blocked and shared with that medical practitioners in USA. And this information will be given secrecy by using blockchain, subsequently shared with the experts in USA. They can see that case and they can diagnose that, and they can come to a conclusion that whether this case is curable or not, and then you can fly to America and have operation. So how beautiful the things will be for a patient. So that's how blockchain comes to the act into the healthcare systems. I have narrated one example. Then another application of the blockchain is in financial institutions, where you have to decide your budgets, your expenditures, your inflows, your progress, your work plans. These all are very, very critical document for any of the banks. Let's consider Bank of Wachovia, Bank of America, State Bank of India. They are having tremendous transactions of the money, which are extreme importance. They can bring down the GDP of a nation if they are leaked, right, to an enemy nation. So to make the transaction of these documents, which are of extreme importance, you need some technology called blockchain. So blockchain can provide you security. They can float the documents. They can transact the documents on internet securely for you. So here how blockchain can come in financial institutions, and there are other and try to accumulate the medicines or try to accumulate the treatment of that crop. So what that medical expert can do, he can see the visuals, he can see the content, and then can suggest the treatment of that crop. And this entire transaction can be done over internet. So this is how blockchain performs, secure role or severe role in various applications of human life. Then after that, we will see some of the challenges which are associated to blockchain. So what are the challenges to blockchain? The first challenge is the basic storage of the block of the information is on cloud, which is located remotely. It is not nearby to your house. It is not nearby to your company, right? So it is located to some remote location. So you are at risk that who's taking care of my information, and you really don't know who is the caretaker, who is the admin, etc., etc. You don't know whether that information at all can be leaked. So these are all the things which are associated to blockchain. Then another challenge, which is they are handling transactions. Look, there are tremendous number of transactions going on internet. It's not all about your own Bitcoin, but there are other applications also which are going on internet corresponding to blockchain. So handling all those transactions is a critical task. After that, monitoring of various blocks, because each and every block has to be recognized by other block. So monitoring each and every block becomes very critical. They should validate the block in time, otherwise the delays will be huge. Then it is having distributed trust model. Now what I mean of distributed trust model, when you're having critical block of your information and you are sharing with everyone, so you don't know if they have the appropriate algorithm to decrypt it, they can read your information, right? So this is a portion of trusting the blocks which are already existing in the blockchain network. And finally, evaluation. Now, when a block is validating another block, you don't know what is evaluation mechanism they are following, even though there are some charters, even though there are some procedures, but how well they are evaluating, you don't know that. So these are some minor challenges which are available to this new technology, which is called as blockchain. However, at a broad level, you can say blockchain is a very, very big gift to the mankind for transacting the things securely on internet, right? And then finally, we'll conclude over here that blockchain is a distributed ledger of records which can be transacted on internet securely. So if you want to have a critical document, a secure document, or severe document to be transacted on internet with some degree of security, then that means you need blockchain. So that's why blockchain is over here for you, to serving you securely on internet. Thank you so much, everyone. I again congratulate the entire Infest team for organizing this nice conference and spreading the knowledge all across the world. Thank you so much. This is from my side.